Hi guys, today is the 23rd of July and we do have news on 10 a.m. This will be both, could be live trade and truly a trade recap because I had a trade pre-market but was stopped out on break even. I'm pretty bearish right now. We are on a higher time frame bearish SMT and we had SMT right now on this London highs. So yeah, I'm definitely looking for short. But I want another manipulation at this high. I want to target this lows, these equal lows, as well as. So we currently have a higher time frame bearish SMT. So we currently have a higher time frame bearish SMT out of buy side liquid. Just London highs, guys. Not only London highs, but actual all-time highs where S&P 500 took those all-time highs right now, while NASDAQ we're nowhere near high. So for me, my draw, this lows over here, so mainly Asia lows. So this is what I'm going to be targeting for my shorts. But we have this new London low. But yeah, I did have a trade earlier, but we got stopped out on break even. You see if we can have a internal SMT out of this highs at market open. But there's a possibility for us to also just blast higher. Because we already took these are pre London lows. Earlier, this was the London lows. We have an S&P. Not about that easy, guys. I want more manipulation. I want us to manipulate higher or to lower. I think my draw liquidity was right, but yeah, draw liquidity was right earlier. It was right. The issue with that was I got stopped out of break even. I'll show my entry, the actual entry on the speed right here. So this uh, entry was a limit order, and the other one, which is this, is when I got my stops to break even and basically start taking partials. You can still take these shorts, but I don't know where I put my stops, if ever. There's no entry. Yeah, we had an SMT, internal SMT, we had a time frame bearish SMT, but we can easily manipulate here. So I didn't want to do that. We can easily manipulate. This is not a valid S&P for me. 923 high was taken. So somehow you can say that this is an SMT, but still can be taken out. Yeah, my draw was right. It's no entry, bro. No entry. No entry at all. Maybe that was valid, but I was looking for a little bit more. There's no entry here. Like I want like an obvious manipulation. That manipulation isn't enough for me. Yeah, that manipulation isn't enough for me. But yeah, could be shorts. But right now we do have a bullish S&P out of this lows, but not really, I don't really think that would hold. But yeah, absolutely, we're just chilling right now. I was showing my entry earlier. I already posted here the higher time frame, but I'll show you the lower time frame. But for context, we need the higher time frame. So basically, I had my limit order on this for Gap. Then there's a change of state here. So basically, I had my limit order there. So limit order there, stops above the London highs. And I aim for Asia lows. I was stopped out here at break even, which is quite unfortunate. But yeah, even I put it like slightly above this, still gonna be taken out. So as you've already seen earlier, I'll pop on the screen again here, and we can see there that I got my stops to break even pretty early because we had a change in state of delivery, and I put my stops to break even as soon as we had that. So yeah, I took partials, one of the internal low, but this is a low risk trade since it's outside my trading window, but this looks too good. And another just before we took this London low. Earlier that was the London low, but yeah, before we took the London low, I took it out. I think around here. It's my second partial. First partial. as soon as we took this second partial around this week. Also, the execution is over here. I'm thinking the draw is still lower due to the higher time frame bearish S&P and possibly aim for this previous day lows. Pulled out the rest of my position when we're almost about to have a change in state on this candles because I can see that we're gonna manipulate way higher, which I was right. So I took it a little bit more points there, but that's extremely low risk of that trade. I was only up there on the just a percent. Low risk trade is when I put my stops above this high, I was like risking like $9. So even if like I didn't put my stop to break even, I would still get stopped out. You can take the inversion of this. I'm pretty convicted with shorts. Pretty convicted with shorts. This is 1 minute, 3 minute. Convicted with shorts. But I want to see an internal S&P put in place, and I'll be updating you guys if whether we take shorts towards this internal range liquidity. For sure, it's gonna be like my break even if ever. And final take profit would be just straight, just the lows. But I'm definitely just gonna aim for internal range liquidity. Guys, I'm looking for this trade. I low-key missed it, but the inverse didn't quite happen. So I would say it's a valid to not be able to take it at that point, but it's already changing state. We close with the fair value gap here. I'm taking this trade. We treat on the fair value gap and had an S&P. And then guys, so I'm currently in the shorts over here. Break even would be there. Final take profit is previously lows. I break even at this low. Final take profit is previously lows, but I'm gonna take most of my contracts at this internal range liquidity. Depending on the displacement, I'm just like I'm just managing my position. So I'm pretty comfortable with this trade. I followed my rules. This is the first percentage of value gap on this leg. The inverse did, we had a change in state. Put my stops above this highs. This is the protected highs, and it's gonna be my final take profit, internal rate liquidity, but I'll be taking partials and it's internal range. And we're gonna go break even as soon as we close below this, but as long as we close below this low, we're gonna go on break even. Then at this low, I'm gonna be de-risking because it's another change in state. Here's my executions, guys. I'll be de-risking. Wait a sec. We took this is the London lows, right? I'll be putting my stops to break even previously. Stops to break even, guys. As soon as we take this internal range, I'll be taking a contract off. So this is a risk-free trade now, guys. I'm expecting at least this fair gap to hold. Risk-free trade initially, my stop loss fix is around 28 and 38. It's chill, guys. For me, this is really the draw on liquidity because for me, it's obvious. If this is going to be break even, I'm going to be stop trading. I already had a win today, and I just have to follow my rules. This is not a take profit unless we take the internal range of liquidity. The draw is higher. If it's a break even again, guys, I will be stepping out of the chart. It was a decent trade, but I need to follow my rules. But yeah, it was quite unfortunate because at the peak of the trade, I was already up like 3%. But yeah, let's just chill here. That's not on break even, guys, so that's gonna be all for today. Quite unfortunate on these shorts. I was strongly convicted with it. Uh, I wouldn't say I was greedy on this trade, but uh, On this trade, I was up already 3%. Maybe I should have just take profit on that one. It seemed to take the internal range liquidity. Tried to take the internal range liquidity, which I was looking to take profit on, take most of my contracts off. But it felt to do that. Maybe I was a little too greedy because I already took this low. Should have took partials here at least. This low. But yeah, it is what it is. It happens. Break even on that trade. So yeah, that's gonna be all for today, you guys. Hope you liked this video. And these are always a reminder to always follow your rules, follow your systems, and every time you follow your rules, you will be rewarded. Every time you break your rules, you will be punished. So stay sharp, stay disciplined. Peace out. Hi guys, so I just checked it. Yeah, the draw was right. We just got stopped out of break even, but I followed my rules because I want to break even when we had this. But I guess we're not gonna be stopped out of break even if we ended here. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, this could have been a banger day. I was up a percent on my pre-market trade, and if I hit this trade here as well, I will be up like 4% of the day. I think it didn't get stopped at break even, but I get this initial position. I'll be up like 4.5% a day. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe it's not our day. But yeah, one thing for sure, it was a great setup. The draw and liquidity was right. Currently on my phase one, I'm up almost 4%, like what I had before. Gonna be legit odds because I just want to see if my setup was right. Was right. There's some tweaks I could have had. This should have been really my entry, and I was honest, like when I said it, that's like my entry was quite wrong. I feel like I missed it. Yeah, I still took the trade here, just got stopped out at break even. Was quite unfortunate. So hope you like this video. Peace out.